I drank ginger tea every single morning for 30 days, and what happened shocked me. From surprising side effects in the first week, to clearer skin and more stable energy later on, and finally to one major change I wasn't expecting at all by the end of the month. This simple experiment transformed my mornings in ways I never saw coming. If you've ever wondered whether ginger tea actually works or if it's just another health trend, stick around, because I'm going to share everything I experienced, the good, the bad, and whether it's worth trying for yourself. So why ginger tea? Ginger has been used for centuries in traditional medicine. People claim it helps digestion, boosts immunity, reduces inflammation, and even supports weight management. But instead of just listening to claims, I wanted to test it out in real life. For 30 days, I committed to drinking 1 cup of fresh ginger tea every single morning before breakfast. No sugar, no honey, sometimes just a squeeze of lemon, and I kept everything else in my diet and lifestyle exactly the same. I wanted to see if this single habit could actually make a difference. Here's exactly how I prepared it. Every morning I boiled about 300 milliliters of water, added a 1-inch slice of fresh ginger root, sometimes grated for a stronger flavor, and let it steep for about 10 minutes. That's it. Simple, natural, and easy. Along the way, I kept a daily journal, tracking things like digestion, energy, mood, sleep, and even small details like skin and bloating. I also took pictures every few days to compare before and after results. The first week felt like a warm-up. On days 1 through 3, I honestly didn't notice much at all. Just a slightly spicy kick in the morning and a warm feeling in my stomach. By day 4, I did notice a little extra gas and burping, which makes sense since ginger stimulates digestion. By the end of the first week, though, something interesting happened. I woke up one morning and felt noticeably less bloated. My stomach, which usually feels heavy in the mornings, felt lighter. That gave me a little boost of motivation to keep going. Week 2 is when I really started noticing consistent changes. Around day 12, my digestion felt smoother. Meals no longer sat heavily in my stomach, and I wasn't reaching for antacids or feeling sluggish after eating. By day 14, I noticed something unexpected: my skin. It looked a little brighter, especially around my cheeks, and breakouts that usually pop up around my chin were calmer. Around day 15 to 17, I went through what felt like a mild detox. I had slight headaches in the mornings, which faded by midday. It wasn't unbearable, but it made me realize that ginger was definitely doing something in my system. By day 18, the headaches were gone, and what replaced them was steady energy throughout the day. Normally, I hit a wall around 3 p.m., but I started noticing fewer afternoon crashes. By day 20, my mood felt lighter, and I was more alert in the evenings. By the time week 3 hit, things got really interesting. Around day 21, the bloating I used to struggle with completely disappeared. I'm talking flat stomach in the mornings, something I hadn't experienced in years. On day 24, when I compared my progress photos, I realized my waistline looked slightly slimmer, even though my diet and exercise hadn't changed. On day 26, I had one of those aha moments. I worked late into the night without feeling like I was dragging myself through mud. My energy was consistent from morning until bedtime. And on day 28, another change caught me by surprise: my sleep. I wasn't waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. anymore. I slept more deeply and woke up feeling rested. Finally, by day 30, the overall results were undeniable. My digestion had improved dramatically. I had more stable energy, my skin looked fresher, my sleep was deeper, and yes, my waistline had slimmed a little. But it wasn't all perfect. Along the way, I did have about 2 or 3 mornings where ginger tea gave me mild heartburn, especially if I didn't eat breakfast quickly afterward. That's a sign that ginger can sometimes be too strong on an empty stomach. And it's important to know, if you have ulcers, gallstones, or you're on blood thinners, ginger may not be a safe choice. Always talk to a doctor before making it a daily habit. Now let's connect my personal experience with the science. Ginger contains powerful compounds like gingerol and shogal, which are proven to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Research shows ginger can help with nausea, bloating, and gut motility, and it may even support stable blood sugar levels. Studies also suggest ginger's anti-inflammatory properties can improve overall gut health and reduce oxidative stress in the body. In other words, a lot of what I experienced is backed by real evidence. It's not just placebo. If I were to repeat this experiment, I'd make a few small changes. First, I'd probably use slightly smaller slices of ginger to reduce the chance of irritation. Second, I'd pair it with lemon for an added vitamin C boost and a gentler flavor. Third, I'd make sure to eat breakfast within 30 minutes to avoid any stomach discomfort. And lastly, I'd track my waist measurements along with photos to get clearer data on physical changes. So after 30 days, is ginger tea worth it? For me, yes. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a simple daily ritual that noticeably improved my digestion, stabilized my energy, freshened my skin, and improved my sleep. It's easy, affordable, and natural. If you're curious, I'd recommend starting with a 7-day challenge to see how your body reacts. Track your digestion, mood, and sleep, and you might be surprised at how quickly you notice changes. Now I want to hear from you. Would you try drinking ginger tea every morning for 30 days? And if you did, what's the number one benefit you'd hope for? Better digestion, clearer skin, or more energy? Drop your answer in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more real health experiments, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because next week, I'm comparing ginger tea versus turmeric tonic to see which one actually works better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.